Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about the Trecena of Kawok, and as you can see, here we are at the end of the day. We're in the sunset on the day Oshlahu Tihash, on the day 13 Tihash. Um, of course, there's beautiful colours on the lake because it's sunset, it's the lake. I mean, it's just like, it just brings out the beauty of the world, right? And I've got this kind of funny angle going on for you today, right now, because right up there is Grandmother Moon, just having risen over Tsanku Hill. I kind of wanted just to share with you, kind of like the moon over Lake Atitlan, because I thought it was kind of nice and that kind of thing. But saying that, I'm also kind of like very aware that it's very high in the sky. We're going to lose it in a little while anyway. So maybe it'd be nicer just to kind of like come back and have some views over the lake and some colours of the lake as we go round this way a little bit more and watch the colours in the clouds maybe as we go around there. Okay, hopefully I got it just about level, and there we go. So the Trecena of Kawok, what's this going to bring us? Well, as you may be aware from my kind of recent posts and that kind of thing, we just entered into Mayan New Year, and I thought it's really interesting that we've gone through the end of the old year, the end of the old Mam of 11 and we're going into this new Mam, this new year, Kablahu Noch, 12 Noch, just began yesterday, and here we are 2 days later, celebrating the Trecena of Rebirth, or going into the Trecena of Rebirth. And I always think, for me, people have asked me, well, about the Trecenas and, kind of like, how's it? And it's like, it's literally spelling out a different way of counting time. It's spelling out a different way of the movement of the calendar. And this could be seen as a ceremonial cycle. This could be seen as the cycle of the Trecenas, you see. And so it's kind of like we've gone through these different ones that spell out names. Like we go through the Trecena of Ishbalam, then we go through the Trecena of Kech. We got Ishbalam Kech. Then we go through the Trecena of Hunachpu. We got the two hero twins there, right? I think I've talked enough about that in the past. Just now we went through the Trecena of Kamei. Now we're going through the Trecena of Kawok. So we go through the Trecena of death, and then we go into the Trecena of rebirth. Now, the Trecena of Kamei, of course, brings up things that we fear, because it's time to let them go, it's time to overcome them, it's time to go through them. We're finishing that up today. We're finishing that up right now, as I speak. And tomorrow is like the beginning. It's the rebirth. It's kind of like we've rebooted, in a way, as we've gone through the 5 days of the Zapping Ich. Some people will call it Wayeb, I know, but like Zapping Ich. The closing days of the year. Then we go through the new year, 12 Noch. And then, here we are, rebooting, ready to go again. Ready to begin again. Ready to begin something new. Now, Kawok, I often see her rather like this. She's the midwife energy. That's why I wanted to show you Grandmother Moon rising over the lake, There's a strong association there. But she's taking us on our new journey. She's holding our hand through this birth process, saying, right, okay, what new thing do you want to bring into the world? Now, we know that as we go into these new things, there is also going to be, it's kind of like the birth process isn't easy. There's going to be some tough challenges that we face even through that. But we got to push. We got to get ready, There's it's time to bring that new into the world. And that's what the Trecena of Kawok will bring for us. So we're going to begin on the day 1 Kawok. The day 1 Kawok bringing literally like the new birth, the new beginning. This is like 1 representing birth, Kawok representing the birth process. So it's the beginning of the birthing process, the beginning of bringing something new into the world. So what do you want to bring new into the world? It's a brand new solar year. The new Mam has just arrived. Everything's lined up perfectly for you to bring something new in. What is it you want to birth? 1 Kawok could be a great day for receiving some encouragement or getting your ideas together as to what it is that you want to bring in. What new thing do you want to bring into the world? From 1 Kawok, we're then going to 2 Arpu. So Arpu, the Nawal of the hero, Arpu, the Nawal of the sun, of the kingdom of light, as it were, kind of like the Nawal of the hero that sends us the challenges, or where we receive the challenges to understand, are we up to the task? And this task, well, what is it about? Well, it's like, it is something which is going to bring out the best of you. Now, often the things that bring out the best of us are often, kind of like, what is it? The brightest students get the toughest lessons, as it were. There's that part of it, which can be, obviously a little bit on the scary side. But Arpo is about facing our challenges. And I think that one of the things that has come up quite a lot is like, choose your battles. Choose what you want to go for. Choose what you want to go towards. Choose what you want to overcome, and choose what is to be left for a later time. So if we have Arpu bringing us our challenges that we've got to overcome, the number 2 representing that decision. Is it left or right? Is it up or down? Okay? Toss a coin, as it were. Make your decision. Make your choices as to which path you're going to follow. And it might become very obvious in this Trecena of rebirth that there are 2 options open to the hero. And it's up to you to choose which option you want to take. And choose you must. It's like, right, okay, you want to go that way or that way. It doesn't matter which way you go. Just up to making the choice. From 2 Arpu, we're then moving into 3 Imosh. So Imosh, the lake, the dream world. Imosh, the water that nurtures us all, that joins us all together, the collective consciousness. And the number 3, representing the inner world. 1, 2, 3. The 3 peaks, the 3 volcanoes around the lake. This is home. This is the home place of the world. The home place of humans. And for 3, it's like, I often see it as this day about going within, about, kind of like not necessarily applying yourself to the outside world, because that might not be favorable, but going within and seeing, right, okay, what dreams do I hold inside me? So, like, you're going through this Trecena of rebirth, these 13 rebirthing days. It's like, okay, what dream is within me that I want to birth out into the world? 3 in Mosh is a great day to meditate or to be in your home, in, kind of like retreat, as it were, working out what it is that you want to bring out. What dream do you want to birth right now? From 3 in Mosh, we're then going into 4 Ik. So state it. Okay? Ik, the Nawal of the wind. Ik, the Nawal of communication, the Nawal of the divine breath, the Nawal that helps us to talk. And the number 4, down to earth, okay? The physical plane of reality. It is material, it's down to earth. It's like, put it in plain words. What are you going to birth into the world? What's your process for birthing what it is that you want to birth into the world? Of course, we love our flower words. Of course, we love our poetry and the beauty that can come with the words. But there's also sometimes when we start tripping over those words. There's sometimes when we've just got to get it down in plain language. Sometimes I think about the manifestation with the word. And I think that when we are clear and obvious with our communication, then what we receive is clear and obvious. It's very, straightforward. And 4 Ik for me is about exactly that. It's about being clear and obvious with your words. State clearly and concisely what it is that you're wanting to birth into the world, what you're wanting to manifest into the world. That's the day to get it down. It's the day, like, one of the things I love about 4 Ik, there was this thing about, if you really understand something, then you can explain it to absolutely anybody. And there's something about having the language skills. Like if our language is putting a barrier onto what we are sharing with people, we're not communicating effectively. For Ich helps us to understand how to use down to earth and grounded words to be able to share our idea, share what we're birthing with anybody and everybody. Okay? From 4 Ich, we're then going into 5 Akabal. So, I know that last time I was in an Akabal sunrise, and now I'm in an Akabal sunset. The twilight is here. The sun has already set. It went down behind the hill a long time ago. And so we're in the twilight. We're in Akabal. 5 Akabal, representing having to work on it. Okay? Kind of like bringing the light to the world. That's kind of hard work. You've got to raise the sun, right? I mean, that's what Akabal is. It's the raising of the sun into the world and the receiving of the sun into the other world. The number 5, putting our energy into things, putting our energy into what we're doing. Akabal, the new concept. Here I am talking about the conception of the new Trecena. Last time I was talking about the conception of the new day. It's about conception. It's about bringing something new in. It's saying that new thing is not going to come into the world without a little bit of effort on our part. So it's a day for understanding how we can put our energy into this new concept that we want to bring into the world. From 5 Akabal, we're then moving into 6 Cat. So Cat, the Nawal of the net. Cat, the Nawal of gathering, of bringing things together. And here, combined with the number 6. Now, the number 6, which can represent bringing heaven and earth into the physical plane, but the number 6 can also represent family. It's like the combination of father and mother creating in the physical realm. And here with Cat, here with the carrying bag, here with the one who is making sure that we have everything that we need to hand. So, 6 Cat is a great day for sorting out your family ties in particular. I mean, Cat representing the bonding, binding, tying, and 6 representing family. And it's like, right, okay, which attachments need to be kept, which attachments need to be recycled? What are we looking at in our net? What do we carry with us? What could be seen as burdens? What could be seen as blessings? We're moving into a new birthing time. We've got to work out exactly what it is that we want to keep carrying and what we're here to let go of. Now, 6 Cat, for me, I think is a very favourable day. It can also be about gathering your harvest. It can also be about making sure that what you carry in your bag is suitable for the task ahead. So, great day to be clearing space, perhaps in your family home, perhaps working out how the ties work, what you're tied to and what you're releasing yourself from. From 6 Cat, we then go into 7 Can. So, the Nawal Can, representing power. The Nawal Can, representing wisdom. Nawal Can, the energy that flows through each one of us, our life force energy. And here with the number 7, the top of the pyramid, giving us choices. We can choose how we share our wisdom. We can choose how we use our power. And from the top of the mountain, we have a bird's eye view, as it were, to see which our destinations are. See which way it might affect us. See which way it might affect others. And so, for me, 7 can be seen very much as like, right, okay, how do we choose to share our wisdom? How do we choose to empower ourselves or those around us? What can we do? How can we take it to its highest purpose? 7 can is going to bring up those ideas. It's a great day for seeing all our possible choices. Can also representing our teachers and teaching. And so it's like a good day to be like, kind of working out which path you want to follow, which path of wisdom, which path of power. From 7 Can, we then go into 8 Kame. We'll be celebrating the 8 Kame day, having, kind of like 20 days after the Trecena of Kame started. And for me, the 8 is about wholeness. It's understanding the whole of the cycle and death. It's interesting, you have this day of the wholeness of the ancestors in the middle of the cycle of rebirth, and it is very much about that, right? Because it's understanding the cycle of death and rebirth, birth and death, and it goes around all the time, and it's like the wholeness of this. 8 Kame, the day to make ceremony to give thanks to your ancestors. The day to make ceremony, to give thanks for all who came before us. The day to make ceremony, to give thanks to the dead. 8 Kame is also a great day to give ceremony, to make ceremony, to give thanks for what you draw from both, like, let's say, the underworld and the upper world that helps you to transform. So, of course, it could be a great day to, kind of like visit your ancestors, however that might be. Go and put some flowers on some graves or something like that, or make your ceremony the way that you choose to. But it's a great day to commune with your ancestors and give thanks to them for all that they've brought to you that helps you to transform in this world. From 8 Kame, we're then going into 9 Kech. And so, Kech, the wilderness, the greenness, the tree space, the mountain space, the Nawal of the animals, the Nawal of our natural world. And here we see it with the number 9, the number which represents life itself. And this is where all life comes from. Look, I'm going to swing the camera around so we can have a look. Look up into the hills and look and see kind of the greenness and the beauty of the nature around us right here. And there's Shepotrela. Let's come back over here. And what we learn from nature, what we learn from the animals around us. That which sustains life, that which brings independence. 9 Kech is a great day to go and reinvigorate yourself in the wilderness, to go and sort of like go and connect with the mountain place and the tree place again. Sometimes it's like you get to the top of the mountain or you get into the forest and you really feel that surge of life, right? That life force energy that comes into you. 9 Kech, that's the ideal day to do that. And that's also where you're going to find it will bring you strength, it will bring you wisdom. So as you're going through this birthing time, it's a great opportunity to go and gain that strength, that independence, and that life force energy. From 9 Kech, we're then going into 10 Anil. So again, another almost celebratory day. Anil representing yellowing, representing ripening. Anil representing coming to maturity. And here, with the number 10, representing community, representing cooperation. And, I talked about Kawok as the Nawal of the midwife, and of course the midwife is the one who helps us through the birthing process. Well, Anil, the ripening process, and here with the number 10 saying community and cooperation, it's like we can't always do it on our own. Sometimes we're going to need our friends, our family, the people around us to help us to ripen, to help us to mature. Sometimes, they see the old idea about getting the harvest in together. Needing the time where we bring the whole community together to harvest, to help us to gain that abundant crop that we've been growing, and bringing it all in. So it's a great time, a great day to work with the community, to understand how you can help each other mature. How, like with Anil, the goldenness, the ripeness, the abundance that comes. And it's like the abundance that comes through cooperation. So what a great day for a community venture to bring abundance for all. From 10 Anil, we're then going into 11 Toch. Now here we get the opportunity to give back. We've got to tithe some of that abundance that the community brought in. We're going to give it back to wherever we might see it. It's a great time to be like making sure that we do fulfill our promises, that we give back a little bit of what we've taken or what we've been gifted. I'll put my usual links on there to give you opportunities to give to Odim or the Popol Jay or Konojel. It's about looking around, because sometimes it's like, we need to have a look around to understand what we can give, how we can give it, where we can help, and how we can help. 11 Toch. It might come intuitively to us as like, right, okay, I remember I've got to give back over there, I've got to give back over there, to help to keep us in balance. From 11 Toch, we then go into 12 Tzi. Tzi, the Nawal of faith and loyalty. And, we're coming to, like, the end of the Kawok Trecena. We've been in labour for, like 11 days, as it were, and it's kind of like, is it coming? It's like, we've got to have the faith that we're going to continue. And where do we find that faith? Well, the number 12 represents all of our life experiences. It's like, yep, it's okay. We've been through this before. Maybe the midwife that's helping us has been through this before. We're using our life experience to bring us faith of how to move forward. We're using our life experience to have our loyalty to what we're bringing into the world. Now, it's also a great day to draw on your life experience to help you within any kind of like legal matters or whatever that might be as well, because see, very much representing the law, very much representing guidance as well. Our dogs looking after us and guiding us on the road. And then finally, we'll end up the Trecena of Kawok in the rather auspicious day of 13 bats. The creation, the creativity that comes from the ancestors. Imagine that, like bats, the genius artist. Bats, the one who weaves, the one who brings the threads together. Connected with the number 13, connected with the ancestors, connected with spirit. So it's like, if you were looking for any inspiration in, let's say, a creative project, 13 bats is the day to go out and ask for it. 13 bats is the day to receive that inspiration loud and clear for what you want to weave into the world. So if you've got any kind of artistic project, 13 bats is the one to do it. So hopefully the next time I'll be recording a video for you will be on the day 13 bats. I will be doing it from a very special location, one that is very close to my heart, as you'll see next time. So I hope that whatever you're choosing to birth into the world during this Trecena arrives smoothly and arrives beautifully. I hope that you have a good process and you bring your new dream into the world. And I look forward to seeing you in 13 days' time for the Trecena of Air. Thank you.